Now in this next part, we can go for fire access staircase. What shall be the requirement? What shall be the requirement for this one? Buildings having an area more than 500 square meter per floor shall have minimum of 2 staircases. That is the requirement. It should have minimum 2 cases. Doorways. What about doorways? Shall open into an enclosed stairways. Means what? A doorway, whatever path you are telling, no, it should go and meet open stairways or a horizontal exit corridor, providing protected means of egress, so whatever the doorway you are choosing to exit, no, so that shall not be less than 1 meter in width. Means what? Minimum width should be 1 meter, except in assembly buildings where it should be minimum 2 meters. So here for normal buildings it is 1 meter, for assembly buildings it should be 2 meter to 2000 mm in width, and shall not be less than 2 meter in height. Okay, in whatever may be the case, minimum width is 1 meter or 2 meter, minimum height is 2 meter for all the cases, so so here staircase minimum 2 staircases, here doorway minimum width 1 meter to 2 meter, minimum height is 2 meter. These are the fire exit requirements, okay, as per NBC code book. Very important, as per NBC code book. Corridors and passageways. What about these corridors and passageways? What shall be their width? Okay, width shall not be less than width of doorway. From the doorway you are entering into the passage, no, from the doorway you are entering into the corridor, no, so the both width should be same. It should not be less than width of doorway. That is the minimum. And height shall not be less than 2.4. Very important. Height shall not be less than 2.4 and shall be adequately ventilated. It should be adequately ventilated. Internal staircase. What about internal staircase? Shall be composed of non-combustible material. Shall be composed of non-combustible materials throughout. External wall of a building shall constitute one of its. Okay, external wall should also constitute one of its side. Means what? Staircase should be located at least nearer to the external wall. From there you can go exit. Okay. Shall not be arranged around a lift shaft. Means nearby lift, the fire exit staircase should not be there. Okay. The minimum flight width 1 meter, maximum flight width 2 meter. That is in the staircase you have landing, flights, okay, stringer beams, everything will be there. So for that reason, so you are providing the flight width, okay, minimum, maximum 1 meter to 2 meter. Minimum tread 250 mm, maximum riser 190 mm, minimum headroom 2.2 meter. So all these are staircase dimensions, riser, tread, headroom, so everything are available in that one. Okay, varying slightly based on classification of the buildings. That means these dimensions may change a little bit depending upon the usage. Now next is horizontal exit. What shall be the classification for horizontal exits? The width of horizontal exit shall be same as for exit doorways. So whatever exits are provided, no, as horizontal, so their dimension should be same as exit doorways. Okay, where there is a difference in level, means from one floor to another floor or one floor to basement floor, so between connected areas of horizontal exit, ramps shall not be more than 1 in 10 slopes shall be provided. That means what? Steps should not be provided, ramps should be provided, but slope should be 1 in 10. Means what? It should not cross 1 in 10 slope. So whenever there is a difference between the levels from one floor to another floor, the connecting exit, the horizontal connecting exit shall be consist of ramp but not steps. Doors in horizontal exits shall be operable at all times for both sides. Means what? It should not close from one side. Okay, operable from the two ways, and it is almost all operable at all the times. Refugee area. What do you mean by this one? Very high rise buildings. In some of the floors, some extra projected chajja from outside, or we call them balcony, where people will be more safe under fire accident. Okay, have you seen in the movies the public or the persons under fire, they just come and stay outside that window, okay, outside that balcony. So those generally called as a refugee area. Okay, these refugee area provided on the periphery of the floor, means what, outside of the building, okay, but connected, or preferably as a cantilever projection. So what did I say? So what is that? Cantilever projection is nothing but balcony, no? And it is open to air. At least it is open to air on one side, protected with railings. Okay, so that is the very important term. Shall be provided with the refugee. For floors above 24 meter or up to 39 meter, one refugee area on the floor immediately above 24 meter. Okay, so above 24 meter, for every floor there should be one refugee area. That is the meaning. For every floor there should be one refugee meaning. Floors above 39 meter, one refugee area on the floor immediately above 39, immediately above after 39th floor. So for every 15 meter there should be one refugee area. Means what? Up to 24 you can have one refugee area. After 24, above 39 meters, for every 15 meter, means what, every 3 floors or 5 floors you should have one refugee area. That is the recommended number of refugee area. Okay. Residential flats in multi-story buildings with balcony need not be provided with refugee area. Okay, flats without balcony shall provide refugee area. What do you mean by this one? If any floor has a balcony for all the flats, then there is no need for refugee area. That serves as a refugee area only. Okay. Escape lighting. Escape lighting luminaries should be sited to cover the following locations. What do you mean by this one? Whenever fire is there, no, people run from one side to another side, or moving, they want to move outside. So that time proper lighting arrangement with separate electrical connection, that should be there. Okay, near each intersection, wherever this lighting should be there, near each intersection of corridors. Okay, at each exit door, near each change of direction in escape road. Okay, near each staircase, so that each flight of stairs receive direct lighting. Okay, near any other change of floor level, outside of each final exit and close to it. Means what? So in all these locations, wherever there is an intersection, exit door, change of direction, change in staircase portion, final exit, so there should be escape lighting. What do you mean by escape lighting? Okay, there are also near each fire alarm call point. Means what? Wherever fire alarm is there, directions are marked, there should be proper lighting arrangement. And also near the firefighting equipment, there also you should provide the firefighting equipment. Okay, near to there. So remember these things. Lighting arrangement, these are called as escape lighting. Escape lighting arrangement should be provided for all these things in a multi-story building. Okay, and electrical connection should be separate. That should be separate and treated as an emergency connection. Okay, so why we are providing this? Can you anyone name? Okay, during the emergency or fire accidents, all the electrical circuits generally taken out. Okay, the KEB persons will come and deduct, because if any short circuit will happen, a lot of damage will take place. So that is why a separate emergency line is made inside of that building only, which is connected to generally automated generator system. So their power supply will come to this escape lighting and alarm system. So both way it is possible.